What I want to have here is a place that will help transform people's lives from one of mere survival with all of life's ups and downs to one that would not only bring more joy and happiness to them, but also to those around them, while simultaneously having the goal of eliminating much of the unnecessary suffering that tends to go on in people's lives. In the process, I was continually trying to see if I could condense all the information that I'd found out there into just one simple thing that would make all the difference for everyone. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't find just one thing. I think the essence of everything I found out and learnt about living a life where one thrives instead of merely survives can, however, be fairly effectively summarized into the following statement. The short version looks like this. The key things to understand and be fully aware of are: 1. That our thoughts, all the stories we make up about events and meanings that we give to events, are not actually true. They are, by necessity, totally made up. 2. Our fears are realistically not going to come true. They are not true. 3. Our thoughts are often born out of our conscious and unconscious fears. I'll say that again. Our thoughts are often born out of our fears. 4. Our fears hold us back and prevent us from experiencing and living life fully in all its glory and beauty. 5. Our thoughts about events, not the actual events themselves, create the majority of our suffering, sorrow, sadness, upsets, frustration, stresses, anger, etc. 6. Being aware of this knowledge and using it so that we do not act out of fear and we do not create our own suffering by attaching to our thoughts are the keys to living a life where we do not merely survive, but instead we thrive, experiencing growth and joy without suffering. 7. Once this level of consciousness and awareness is achieved and skillfully implemented, you can move on to make subtle, sometimes small, but significant adjustments to your ways of thinking, your ways of being, and your behavior in order to enhance your life so that you can experience life even more fully than you probably are now. The information that you find here will give you the keys, the tools, and everything else you need to thrive. Unfortunately, this stuff isn't taught at schools, and you weren't told it by your parents or major caregivers. I promise you, though, that even when you are at the beginning of this new journey of skillfully and habitually doing the things suggested here, you will notice a significant positive change in the quality of your life. You will find yourself substantially happier, more joyful, content, and fulfilled. You will be less unhappy, less upset, less stressed, less anxious, less frustrated, and less angry. There is a substantial caveat though. Reading and understanding the information here is not enough to thrive. You must put the contents here into action. You must incorporate these practices into your everyday life in order to thrive. So wherever you go, whatever you do, be mindful and aware of what you are and are not doing, and build up the suggestions here into daily skillful habits.